to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out the young man's revenue.
4 days shall quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights shall quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bulk bent in heaven, shall behold the nights of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate! Stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the prison nimble spirit of mirth, turn melancholy folk to funerals, the pale companion is not for our pomp. My Theseus, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my twin, my sister Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysandra, and my gracious Duke. This youth hath bewitched the bosom of my twin. Thou, Lysandra, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my twin. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With bracelets of the hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevalment and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my sister's heart. Turn her obedience, which is due to me. To stubborn harshness and my gracious Duke, be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia?
Be advised, fair maid. To you your brother should be as a god, to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman. So is Lysandra. So in herself she is. But in this kind, wanting your brother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my brother looked, but with my eyes.
Rather, with your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
To death, or to abjure forever the society of all.
Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin path unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause.
And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your brother's will, or else to wed Demetrius.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysandra, yield thy created title to my certain right.
You have her brother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysandra. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and on my right of her I give state unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with advantage as Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be I and be loved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much.
But, Demetrius, come, and come, Egeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your brother's will.
Or else the law of Athens yields you up, to which by no means we may extenuate to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer my love? Demetrius, Egeus, come along.
Duty and desire we follow you.
love never did run smooth.
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled too low. Oh, hell to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound. So quick bright things do come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross is due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house some 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only child. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy brother's house tomorrow night, and in a wood a league without the town, where I do meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysandra, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet
Oh, thee, he promised love. Look, here comes Helena.
Sweet fair Helena, whither away?
Oh, you me fair. That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air more tunable than larch's shepherd's ear. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, the world mine, Demetrius being fated, the rest I give to be to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look at the large and swayed emotion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His holy Helena is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysandra myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysandra see Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that she hath turned a heaven unto hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates we have devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, there emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet, there my Lysandra myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Oh, farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us. And good luck, friend, be thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysandra, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you want him, Demetrius dote on you. How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wicked Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down the oaths that he was only mine. And when that halesome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll that every man on their wedding day at night.
First, good piper Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors, so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And to Mary, now, good piper Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom and Plumber.
Ready! Name what part I'm for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole in some measure. To the rest. Yet, my chief humor is of a tyrant. I can play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine far, and make it mar the foolish birds. This was lawful. Now, name the rest of the players. This is Urqua's vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover's more condoling.
Francis Flute, the custodian.
Here, piper Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is this be?
No, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all, but you shall play in a mask and speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous with the voice. Thisbe.
Ah, dearest dear, Thisbe dear, lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the miner.
Here,
Robin Starveling, you Thisbe's mother. Tina's not the electrician.
Here, Piper Quince.
You Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the carpenter. You the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lines per written? Pray you if it be given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it in extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
let me play the line too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again! Rawr! Rawr!
And you would do it too terribly, that you would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Every mother's son. I grant you, friends, if I should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucky dove. I will roar you for any night.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore you needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What do you do my best to play in?
Why what you will, but masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to pawn them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile across the town. There we will rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company, and our advice is known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as the play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
There we will meet, and we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
Come on. At the Duke's oak we meet.
Enough. Hold and have boasters.
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through brook, over park, over pear, through flood, over hill, over dale, through bush, through brook, over park, over pear, through flood, through park, through
Now, spirit,
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies? Skipheads? I have forsworn its bed and company.
Carey, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corey sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Hippolyta. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buckskin mistress, and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus, for shame, Titania, glance at my trade with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paper fountain or by rushy brook, or on the beechen margins of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, fallen in the land, hath every pelting river made so proud that they've overborne their continents. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, hath changed their wonted liveries. And the mazen world, by their increase, now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should you tend to cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Such a hearted rest, the fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking them barked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails of sea, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with prey and with swimming gay folly, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land, to fetch me trifles, and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with her.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round, and see our moonlight revels. Go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away. We shall try downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vessel thrown in by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. That I might see its fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial votress passing on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
Oh, I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be on it lion, or bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And dare I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb. I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I will overhear their conference. I am invisible.
I love you not. Therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysandra and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay. The other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood. And yet here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet with Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more? I understand. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love than a place of high respect with me that you use as you use your dog?
Tempts not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Virtue is my privilege for that. It is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company for you. In my respect are all the world. And how is it said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
Wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The duck pursues the ring. While hiding speed to catch the tiger, bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou dost intend, follow, and I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, the devil is down the field. You do the mischief. Why, Demetrius? Your wrongs you set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to run. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this road, thou shalt fly, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Oh,
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where on the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows quite over canopy with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. There the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take out some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint those eyes, but do it when the next thing they espy may be the lady. Thou shalt know the youth by the Athenian garments they hath on. Infect it with some care, that they may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me at the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall be so.
Come. Now a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute hence, some to kill cankers and the musk rosebuds. Some war with rare mice for their leather wings, to make my small elves coats, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep. Then to your offices, and let me rest.
His blood stains with double tops, thorny hedgehogs feed on seed, newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near, our very queen fill the ground with melody, sing our sweet lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby, lula, lula, lullaby. Weaving spiders, come not here. Stand too long-legged spinners' heads. Beetles black of Persia near. Wondrous tale. Do not what thence fill the mouth with melody. Sing our sweet lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Never harm nor sell the charm. Never harm nor sell the charm. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Lula, lula, lullaby. Come our lucky ladybug, so we night with lullaby. Dance away, now all is well. All aloof stand sentinel. Dance away, now all is well. All aloof stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take, love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce, or cat or bear, pawed or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake, when some vile thing's near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysandra, find her to bed. For I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one trove.
Nay, good Lysandra, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not yet lie so near.
Oh, take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit so that but one heartbeat can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single trove. Then by your side no bedroom we deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysandra riddles very prettily, now much presume my manners and my pride. If Hermia meant to say Lysandra lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. My love ne'er alter to thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen, to that fair prayer say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed. wrath and she went away. This is she, my master said, despising Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Okay. Pretty soul, she durst not lie me this black love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep her seat on thine island. So, awake when I am gone. For now I must to Oberon. Stay, thou kill me, Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, if thou darkly leave me, do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How come her eyes so bright? With salt tears, if so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts who meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel of Demetrius do, as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine may be compared with Hermia's fiery eye? But who is here? Lysandra on the ground. Dead or asleep, I see no blood. No wound, Lysandra, if you live, good friend, awake! And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword. Do not say so, Lysandra, say not so. What though he love you, Hermia, Lord, what though? If Hermia still loves you, then be content. Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason. And touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will and leads me to your eyes. For I o'erlook love stories written in love's richest book. Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough. It's not enough, my friend, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, and you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But very well, perforce I must confess I thought you one of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, could of another therefore be abused. She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysandra near. For as a serpent of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. So thou, my serpent and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight. Help me, Lysandra, help me! Do thy best to put this crawling serpent from my breast.
I need for pity. What a dream was here. Lysandra, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at its cruel prey. Lysandra,
Are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brick our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Clever Quince?
What sayst thou, Lily Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which that the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Oh, Firelaken, how parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue. And let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the better more assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, not Pyramus, a bottom of the plumber, this will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
Oh, I fear it's I can't.
Masters, you ought to consider yourselves shieldless. A lion among ladies is the most dreadful thing, for there is nothing more fearful wildfowl than your lion hunting, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that she is not a lion.
Nay, I must name my name, and half my face must be seen through the lion's neck, and I myself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies. I would wish you, or I would request you, no, I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours, for if you think I come hither as a lion, no, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. There indeed, I must name my name and tell them plainly I'm Snug the carpenter.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
Yes, it does shine that night.
Well, that we may leave the casement of the great chamber window open where we play, and the moon may shine in the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorn, and says he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Well, someone or other must present wall, and let her have some loam or plaster, rough cast about her, to signify wall, and let her hold her fingers thus. Through that hole shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
That may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin when you have spoken, enter into that break, and so everyone according to their cue.
What hempen hosebuds have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Ooh. Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors. Odors.
Odors. Odors savor sweet. So hath my breath, my dear Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by, I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than airplane here.
Must I speak now?
I very must you, that you must understand, he goes to see North that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue of color like red rose on triumphant briar, most crispy juvenile, and ink most lovely Jew, as true as horse, that would never tire,
cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tired.
It's true, horse, I can't wait. Never tired.
If I were fair,
I'll follow you. I'll lead you without a rag. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through bright. Sometime a horse, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear. Sometime a fire, and neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire, at every turn.
Why did they run away? This is a neighborism to make me a fear. This is to make an ass of me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here. And I will sing that they hear I am not afraid. The elf so cocked, so black of hue, with horns tawny pale, the throstle with his notes so true, the red with little quail.
What? Angel whips me from my flowery bed.
The sparrow and the lark, the prince of God to bed, the noble man in the comfort, and there's a
Gentle mortal, sing again. My ear is much enamored of thy note. So is my eye, enthralled thy shape, and my fair virtues force. Perforce don't move me, on first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. To say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my estate. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I shall give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt let the airy spirit go. Please, blossom, cobweb, moss, and mustard seed. Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fire of the glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to arise, and plant the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the blues with his eyes. Nod to him else, and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal, hail! Hail, mortal, hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Oh, cobweb.
Cobweb. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Mistress Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peace Blossom.
Peace Blossom. I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peacecut, your father, good Mistress Peace Blossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Moss.
Oh, and your name?
Mustard seed.
Mustard seed.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon face looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps every little flower. Lament some, enforce it, just tie my love's tongue, and bring him silently.
wonder if Titania be awake, and what it was that next came in her eye when she was dote on in extremity. Oh, here comes my messenger. How now, my spirit, when I do now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with the monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dog sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon a median stalls were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. And the shallowest, thick skin of their barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene, and entered in the break, when I did him at this advantage take, an ass's gnawing fixed upon his head. Anon, this Thisbe must be answered, and forth my minute comes, when they him spy, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky. So, at his sight, away his fellows fly, and at our stand here, when falls, he murderer cries and help from Athens calls. Their senses thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns of their apparel snatch, some sleeve, some hat, from yielders all things catch. I led them on this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When, in that moment so it came to pass, Titania awake, and straightway loved and asked.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet matched the Athenians' eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took them sleeping, that is finished too. And the Athenian woman by their side, that when they wake of a force she must be eyed.
They await.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this. A man?
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I could try, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysandra in her sleeping, or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. It cannot be that thou hast murdered her. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysandra? Where is she? I, good Demetrius, wilt thou give her me?
I'd rather give her carcass to my hounds.
No, dog, and cur! Thou try'st to pass the bounds for maiden's patience. Hast thou slain her then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. And durst thou have looked upon her being awake? And hast thou killed her sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Cannot a worm and adder do so much? An adder did, but with doubler tongue than thy, thou serpent! Never adder stung!
You spend your passion on a misprized moon. I am not guilty of Lysandra's blood, nor is she dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee then, tell me that she is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether she be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death did bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue, some true love turned and not the false turned true.
Oh. Then, fate or rule, that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding alone.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind. And Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy 6 years and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than the arrow from a Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hid with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Oh, Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then will two at once woo. One that needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that fall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things that we seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true? You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her meet in two scales, will even weigh, and both as light as tails. I had no judgment when to her I swore, or none in my mind, now you give her or. Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen. Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how bright they show. Thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed white, high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? To vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with all your hearts. You both are rivals in love, Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin, and extort a poor soul's patience all to make you sport. Demetrius, you are unkind. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death. Do mockers waste your idle breath.
Lysandra, keep thy Hermia. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but his guest wise sojourn. And now to Helena's home returns, there to remain.
Helena is not so.
Despair not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou shalt abide dear.
Lysandra!
Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark enough that by the eye his function takes, the ear one quick of apprehension makes, where it doth impair the same sense it tastes, the hearing double repents. Thou art not by my eye, Lysandra, found, my ear I thank it from each thy sound. Go by and kindly this seldom.
Why should she say who loved all the press to go?
What love could press Lysandra from my side?
Lysandra's love that would not let her bide. and gilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekst thou me? Could not this make thee know that hate I barely made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have joined all the injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us? Oh, is all forgot? Oh, school days, friendship, childhood, innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have with our needles created both one flower, both on one side, both sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, our voices had not been incorporated. So we grew together like to a double cherry singing party, but yet as union and partition. Two lovely berries molded on one stem, we yet one heart. Will you rent our ancient love asunder, and joining them in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
I do. For sever counterfeit, sad looks, make mouths at me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fear you well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy. Yet gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreats. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I will lose with thee to prove him false that I love thee not.
I say, I love thee more than she can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
No, you wretched girl, hand off them, get them! I could let this rebel shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love! Out, foolish female, out! Out, loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you. Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysandra? I'm as fair now as I was ere while. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me? In earnest shall I say?
I by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love Helena.
Oh, you juggler! You care! You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from her?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit! You puppet, you puppet!
Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath forsooth prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
Do you want me, gentle friends? Let her lower than myself that I can Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia, never wronged you, did ever keep your counsels. Say then to that love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself. He followed you. For love, I followed him. But he hath chinned me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now so will you let me quiet go to Athens till I bear my body back and follow you? No further! Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone if it hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysandra?
With Demetrius. Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, no, she shall not, though you take her part.
When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me catch her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of hindering non-grass maid. You bead, you acorn.
You are too vicious on her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not your part. For if thou dost intend ever so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with
Yeah?
you. By Jove.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I not what to say!
Still thou mistakest, or else commit thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Was it not you who told me that I should know the Egeus by the garments they had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed Athenia's eyes. And so far, am I glad I didn't sort, for their genitals I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog, as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one not come within another's way. Like to Lysandra, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up in bitter wrong, and sometime bear thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herd into Lysandra's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with her might, and make her eyeballs roll with wanton sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose day till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then I will her charmed I release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Oh, my very lord, this must be done with haste, for night-swift dragons come to clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, whose approach ghosts troop home to churchyards.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport. But, notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, up and down. I lead those up and down. I in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, dry and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then, come to lay your ground.
thou hide thy head?
Thou, coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou looked for wars and wilt not come?
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no man to hear.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls and he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed back, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Calm thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me, if thou darest. For will I what thou runn'st before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I'm here.
Nay, then thou mockst me. Thou shalt bite this deer if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, faintest, constrain with me. The measure of my length on this cold bed, by day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, and I make back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. And sleep sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from my own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more, 2 and 2 then make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make our lovers mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedappled with dew and torn with briars. No further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield my stand with the of gray.
On the ground, sleep sound. Alpha, to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should have his own. In your waking shall be shown, not shall be joke, not shall go ill, and all shall be well.
Come, sit me down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses to my sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peace Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. Let's get Monsieur Cobweb. Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons at hand and kill me. A red hip tumble me on top of a thistle. And bring me the honey bag, good Monsieur. And, good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not, for I would be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag. Where's mustard seed?
Ready?
Give me a neat mustard seed. I pray you leave your curtsy seat. Nothing but to help cavalry cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, Monsieur, for methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass that if my hair was I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweetheart?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have the tongues and the bones.
Or say, my sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Truly, heck of problem. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have desire to model pay. Good head, sweet head, half-built fellow.
I have a venture fairy, that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But pray you, let none of your people stir me
I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I shall wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist, the female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For, meeting her of late behind this wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she, his hairy temples, then had rounded with coronets of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and gentle Puck, take this transforming scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaiting when the other do may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Diana's bud of Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
That's your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes are open so much now.
Silence a while. Robert, take off his head. Then, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep these 5%.
Music? Oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
When thou wakes, with thine own fool's eyes speak.
Sound! Music! Come, my queen. Take heaven from me and walk the ground where all these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new and amity, and will tomorrow at midnight solemnly dance to do Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless with all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded, with Theseus all in jollity.
Fair King and Denmark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We be the glow to encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, I did our flight. Tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground. Woo, woo.
Before now, our observation is performed, and since we have the banquet of the day, my love shall be the music of my hounds.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood creek they bathed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. Never have I heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred unto the Spartan kind, judge when you hear. Soft, what news are these?
My lord, this is my sister here asleep. And this Lysandra. And this Demetrius is. This Helena. Old Meter's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and in hearing of our intent came in grace of our solemnity.
But speak, Egeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lady.
Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine's is past.
how comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly would I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might out the peril of...
Enough! My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon her head. They would have stolen away, they would Demetrius. Thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My friend, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy followed me. But, my good friend, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow seems to me now, as the remembrance of an idol god, which, in my childhood, I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, ere I sought Hermia. But like a sickness did I loathe this food, and, as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
This discourse we shall hear more anon.
Egeus, we will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. Oh, and for the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
Come follow us.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turning into clouds.
Methinks we see things with parted eye when everything seems double.
So methinks I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here? And bid us follow him.
Yea, and my brother.
And Hippolyta, and they did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then? We are awake. Let us follow them. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is most fair, Pyramus, I hope. Hyperquates, Flute, the custodian, Snout, the electrician, Starveling, God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream cost a wit the man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, and there was no man to say what. Methought I was, and methought I had. Man is but the pat's full of feet, will often say what me. I will get pipe goods to ride a ballad of the stream, and it should be called Bottom Stream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of the play, before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it all the more gracious, I will sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
You cannot be heard of. How doubts he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. There is not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. He is very paramour for a sweet boy.
You must say paragon. For paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! Masters! The Duke is coming from the temple and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies married more. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet Polypottom! Thus having lost 6 pence a day during his life, he could not escape 6 pence a day. If you could not give him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus, I'll be hanged. You would have deserved it too. 6 pence a day in Pyramus and nothing.
Where are these lives? Where are these going? Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask to know what. For if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything. Right as it fell out.
Well, let us hear, sweet bottom.
Not a word. All that I will say is that the Duke hath died. Get your apparel together. Good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Everyone meet presently at the palace, for the short and the long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let this be wear clean linen, and let not hurriedly place a lion pare her nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's cause. And most dear actors eat no onions, no garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath, and I do not doubt to hear that it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go. Away.
More strange than true.
I never can believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers of mankind have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend nor the cool reason ever comprehends.
Such tricks and strong imagination that if it would yet but comprehend some joy, apprehend some bringer of that joy, and in night imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
Oh, but all the story of the night told o'er, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange,
Here come lovers with joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy, fresh things of love and company our hearts.
Oh, more than to us. Wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear with this long age of 3 hours between our off to supper and bed?
Here's our usual manager of mirth. What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a tortured hour?
Cold Philostrate.
Philostrate!
Here, my Theseus.
What abridgment have you for this evening? What masks? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
Well, there is a brief how many sports are right, but make choice of which your highness will see first. The battle with the centaurs, oh, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch.
Will none of that.
The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer to their rage.
That is an old device. It was played when I last came from Thebes a conqueror.
The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of late deceased in beggary.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not suiting for a nuptial ceremony.
A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love. This be of a very tragical nerve.
Merry, tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange black snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but oh, by 10 words it is too long. There is not one word, perhaps not one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus the Ringel killed himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but oh, more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never said.
And what are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, and oh, who have never labored in their minds till now, and have toiled with their unbreathed memories with this same play against our nuptial.
Oh, and we will hear it.
No! My noble queen, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world. unless you find sport in their intense, extremely stretched and taunt with cruel pain to do you service.
We will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender.
Go, bring them in. Take your places. I love not to see wretchedness overcharged and duty in his service perishing.
Ay, my gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they shall do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake.
So, please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skill, that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight, we are not here. The actors are at hand, and by their show that you shall know all that you would like to know. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This creature with line and rough cast doth present wall. Where is the wall? Oh, that vile wall through which did these lovers sunder. Poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presented moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus, tuned there to woo. This grisly beast which line had by name, this trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affront, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which line vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat he blade. With the bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast, and Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, that line, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain, at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I one Snout by name present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny, hole, or chink.
I can do it. Improvise.
Okay. Through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often, very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, and this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Oh! Oh! Grim look night.
Oh, night with you, so black, whichever arm the day is not.
Oh, night. Oh, night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot, and thou, O wall. Oh, sweet head, lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall,
Oh, sweethead, lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye.
There's no hole.
There's no hole.
There's no.
Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
No, burn my bones, or hurting my fair penis, and these sweet little muffin kissed thy stones with wine and hair and up in pain.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe,
My love, thou art my love, I think.
think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysandra, I trust thee still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Thou Shaughnessy the Procrust was so true.
Like Shaughnessy to progress, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole that's by the wall.
I kiss the fool's hole. Put your lips at all.
Wilt thou and me soon be eastward way?
Time. I have the best
Thus have I, well, my part discharged itself, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now both perchance quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wild is raged off. Oh! The builder am, a lion's spell nor else no lion's down, for if I should as a lion come and strike into this place, for pity on my life.
This lamp from down the horn that moon present. This lamp from down the horned moon presents. Myself, the man in the moon, seem to me. All that I have to say is that this lanthorn is the moon. Myself, the man in the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. And this dog, my dog.
This is Minnie's tomb, but where is my love?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee for shining now so bright. For by thy graces, gold and glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! What mark? Or night? What dreadful dole is here? I do you see? How can it be? Oh, lady, God, oh dear. Thy man too good, what stained with blood, approaching him spell, O babes, come, cut thread and drum, quail rush, cut flute and quell. Oh, wherefore nature gives out lying praise. Lying vow hath deflowered, my dear, which is no, which was the very thing that lived, that loved, that looked with you. Come, tears compound, outsword and wound the path of bitterness. I have a path where heart doth hop, thus I died. Thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Oh, moon, take thy flight. And die! 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 Die!
Asleep, my love? What, dead, my love? What, dead, my love? Oh, Pyramus, arise. Speak, quite darkness. Dead, Sweet noses, house the pillow cheeks, are gone. Lovers, great moan! It's not as green as leaves. Oh, sister spring, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, for you have shorn his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come. My breast in brew.
And wall, too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that part of their fathers. Will it please you to 16 o'clock?
No o'clock. I pray you, for your play needs no excuse.
Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Mary, he that Bridgette take care of Mr. Tankertop and Bisbee Sergeant. And so it is truly and very notably discharged.
But come, leave your epilogue alone. The iron sun of midnight has come 12.
Oh, lovers, sweetheart. It's almost fairy time, and I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn.
As much as we this night have overwatched this palpable gross play, it hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night.
Sweet friends to bed, a fortnight hold we the solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now, the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task were done. Now, the wasted ranks do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now, it is that time of night where graves, all gaping wide, every one lets forth its sprite, and churchway has to glide. like a dream, now a frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust, but
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand, with fair grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy string, to the best bride bed will weave, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there creates ever shall be fortunate. So shall the couples free ever true and loving be, and the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. But this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace. There shall it with safety rest, and the honor of it blessed. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day. If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear. And this weak and kind of theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you'll pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends when lie. Else the puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give us your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.